Hi, it's Pam from Hope 24/7. This morning I'm doing the reverse. I'm talking about my story before I write it. And I'm focusing on a story because today I am speaking to a group and it's reminding me of, I think it's been 6 or 8 years since this happened, but I was invited to California to speak to 500 salon owners, and it was a time in my life where things were going really difficult. My daughter was struggling, I was newly divorced, I was trying to build a consulting practice, and so I really thought this was my chance to just get things back together. You know those times where you're like, okay, I really need to, I need a do-over. I need something to work out. So I put a ton of time into the presentation. I got on stage, I led this complex workshop that was probably too complex for 500 people. Stepped off stage to a lot of applause, but kind of had this sense I'd delivered, but I'd kind of tried to do too much. One of the headline speakers came up to me and just kind of ushered me off and said, "I really want to talk to you." And I had met him throughout the conference, so I thought, okay, that's great. He took me behind this kind of like all the staging, and we sat out in the back, and he said, "I have a story to tell you." And he opened up and told me about a time when he was at camp and a bunch of them had been out in the evening and they had gone through some buildings, and there was a burner on. It was like someone was cooking in the middle of the night, and they decided, because they weren't where they were supposed to be, that they'd just leave it because someone was obviously cooking. Well, in the morning, the building had burned down and some people had died, and he was young. Fast forward 50 years, and he's doing some work on himself to figure out why he can't get close to people, why he is at the highest levels of achievement in athletics, business, every area of life, but in his emotional relationships, he can't let people get close to him. And he realizes, tells me, that he had been carrying around the belief that he was dangerous. And so because he was dangerous, he kept people away from him. At the unconscious level, he didn't do this on a daily basis, understanding it. And second of all, he felt that he was responsible for that. So he had a secret that he felt like if he let two people get too close, they would know. So I'm thinking, wow, what a powerful story. And then he looks at me and goes, "I was running my whole life, so I know what it looks like." And then he looked at me and he said, "What are you running from?" And it was like a curtain was pulled in my life. A stranger that I just met that weekend was asking me, what was I running from? He got up and he did this Elvis on acid impersonation. And he goes, "You are telling us simultaneously, come close, stay away." It's like you're screaming at us to come close and stay away. I've seen that pain before, Pam. What are you running from? And I stared at him. I had no idea I was running. I had no idea. And then he shared with me the process of figuring out what was going on. And I guess it's been the last 6 or 8 years I've been on the process of figuring out what I was running from, so I could finally show up in my life, not screaming for everyone to come close and stay away. If you're running, you're missing out on your life. I've been there, and I'll be talking about it more. This is Pam at Hope 24/7. Have a great day.